people's standards for you are lower. And do you find that you have to keep your own standards for your own behavior?
People's standards for me?
For you, just personally, it's like people are just excited to meet you. Or they're excited that you came to the part. That doesn't matter that 3 hours late. How did you figure that out?
Well, I embarrassed the shit out of myself once and swore I'd never do it again. It was a film that I haven't watched yet, Scorpion Spring, and I got called in for a role, got offered the part. Not even have to read for it. And I had been in a time where I was not getting the roles. I was getting second, third, fourth call back, but not getting the role. And about a year and a half, where I was just getting close. And I was just learning kind of what acting was. And I was getting heady. You know, when you learn something you got the instincts for, there's a bridge where you kind of get too heady about it and you think too much. And it's not down in your, it's not in your body yet.
Yep.
And I was being conservative in these read-throughs and have that moment of where there's the time to go and I'd pull back. So I was doing just good enough connecting the dots and scenes, but not getting the role. I get offered this role, drug lord south of the border, Texas-Mexico border, middle level drug guy. The coyotes are coming over with his cocaine. The scene is he'll hold them up, steal the cocaine, shoot him, kill him, and come on back. Great, that's all I want to know. I said, I'm not even going to read the script. I'm going back to my Dazed and Confused years, man, where all I needed was the launch pad line, man. And then I just press record, man, and I'll just be the guy, do what he would do. So I decided not to read the script. I decided not even to read the scene. I just got the log line of the scene. I show up the day at work. I'm on my mark. I'm dressed up. I got my leather coat, hair slicked back, kind of grimy, you know, typical kind of mid-level drug guy. And I'm right before about to yell, go action. I evidently got a little nervous with my plan. Because my plan was just do what you would do what a guy would do. And I said, can I see the sides for a second? AD comes by and gives me the sides, and I open these sides up. And there's page 1. And I flip that, and there's page 2. I flip that, there's page 3. I flip that, there's page 4. And it's a fucking monologue by my guy in Spanish. And I got a little drip of sweat starts
like
up on the back of my neck. And I remember going, can I get 12 minutes? And I remember in my mind, 12 minutes in my mind was not enough time to inconvenience the crew, but enough time to possibly learn a 4-page monologue in Spanish because, hey, I did go to Madrid for 2 weeks in the sophomore year. Might remember. No. Well, I walk away. I look at this shit. I come back in 12 minutes. It was not enough time. It did not inconvenience the crew, but it was not enough time to learn the damn monologue in Spanish. And I did the scene, and I didn't act like I didn't know it or anything. I spoke in Spanglish. They were like, you want to do that full Spanish? And I gave some reason like, no, that's not how I want to do it.
The character would never do that.
Yeah. Bullshit. End of day. I get in the car, clean up, and I remember pulling over the side of the road and bawling and beating the shit out of my steering wheel going, I never want to feel that again. You did not prepare. You had some bright bullshit idea. Like, I don't have to look at what it is. I'll just be my man. Great, you keep that. I'll be my man. But you got to do the preparation so you can go call the audible in the game, man. You just show up, wing it. And from that day, I've always been a preparer. I like to be on time. I want more time at the end of the day. If I'm 2 hours late, I'm looking at that as possibly 2 hours later in the day that I don't have time to make some magic happen.
I literally say that all the time. I'm like, if you're late, I get 3 less takes with him.
That's it. That math adds up. Talk about solvent
resolved, yeah.
Order.
Yeah.
That's part of it right there. And so I show up and I go about my day. I'm on time. I'm there for other actors. I know my shit. And that is my way of being a movie star.
How about personally?
Okay.
Meaning people's personal standards for you. Some get higher.
Yeah.
Some get higher. Some
people
people, like, they're a little mad. You're missing, they hold you. And some are like, any scrap, whatever. I'll take it. And then you have to decide, you have to try to remember, what was it like before? How was that?
Okay. Early on, it was a bit awkward. Like when I first got famous in the years after Time to Kill and the years of the rom-coms even, there was an amount of I love yous, caviar, and champagne coming my way that I was like, this is bullshit. I don't deserve it. I don't want it. It's mendacious. I'm gonna fuck something up just to sober up this situation and level me because this is just too much. Well, I didn't feel like I could handle it, didn't feel like I deserved it, didn't feel like I'd earned it, didn't know why it was
And
there,
it's seductive.
didn't even know if I even liked caviar or champagne or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But so I was a little destructive, not overly destructive. Never got into drugs and never got into harming people or anything like that. But I tripped myself running downhill quite a few times and bloodied my own nose in places where it was like, you don't have to make it that hard, McConaughey. Later on and now, and for the past, and say since the, for the past 15, 16 years, probably around the time I met who's now my wife, that probably helped.
Not like she keeps you in order, but it's
That
just...
keeps me in order. Just, good woman, man. It helps you believe more in who you know you are. And my own measure, for me, I believe is higher than anyone else's. I hold myself to a standard where I'm seeing things that may be false that no one else is seeing. I'll notice things, like I'm saying. I'm going back looking at the engineering of when I raised my voice. What happened that I had to even raise my voice? Mm-hmm. So my threshold's pretty quick for going, that's not up there. Sometimes, do I over micromanage that? Probably. Miss the forest for the trees sometimes, sure. But I know if I'm going to do the math that my pursuit of that, a perfection, or my pursuit of an excellence, of which I always come up short on, got me a lot further, and I performed better or more truly because I was going for that. It's a little, the tongue-in-cheek way of saying it is what I do in this Poems and Prayers. Rather go for an A and make a C than shoot for C and make an F. I'm always shooting for the A+.
Yeah.
The challenge is when reality comes in under that, which it usually always does, how quickly can I sober up and go, well, still, you wouldn't have got that high if you would have been shooting for that much. And so I call it oversight. I try to oversee myself. I try to oversee others. I try to oversee every film I'm part of. I've said this many times, and I do not mean this as a put down at all. It's a major compliment. I've never done one film or played one role that lived up to my expectation. And those ones, I'm not saying I could have done them any better, directed them any better, or someone else could have played the role better. But it was never omnipresent, mystical, magic, life force. This changes the way the fulcrums of the universe work. It was never divine.
Even True Detective, even Dallas Buyers, even the ones that were, you could make a case they were.
Yeah. I already see spots in each one of those where I go,
Your performance?
yeah.
Is there a mistake that's consistent? It's just like, you weren't in that.
It usually happens on a Monday. And somewhere on that weekend, I either over leveraged or got in my complacency, let myself get out of my routine, and had a small percentage of the haze creep in on the dream that wasn't out of my system by Monday. Now, that may be something I did that I'm regretting. That may be something I said. That may be an extra drink. That may be sitting down Sunday to go over my week's work 2 hours later than I usually do. Somewhere I jumped out of the absolute rote, mechanical, militant.
You gave yourself the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
No.
Hey, did you like that? Did you like that? Yeah, did you like it though? You want more? Don't want to work? Would rather watch videos of me grab-assing with people? First of all, go up here to subscribe, and then go up here to watch more clips. This is like when the weatherman says there's a high pressure system coming in. I'm not really used to the green screen.